Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia is an
stand-up comedian.
American comedian with a podcast. It's called Congratulations Pod. He played a character on You.
Season 2.
Season 2.
He played a character, I can't remember his name, but he was a comedian and secret pedophile.
And secretly a pedophile. Then he played a character on Workaholics in 2013 where he was a pedophile. He may or may not be
he's
a
accused
pedophile.
of...
He's been accused of underage grooming, sexual improprieties.
Ooh, big word.
I just read the headline. Some of us can read.
I can't.
Yeah, well, we'll fix that on the show. Yeah, so this is an interesting situation for us because he's a comedian we both follow.
I like him as
he's
well.
Big in the Hollywood world. And
it's one of those ones you're like, fuck, you idiot. Like, so disappointing.
On Twitter, it just started as this one tweet sort of
fuck.
thread, and then it got picked up by a lot of people. This girl, 16 years of age. Okay, you go.
One morning in the fall of her senior year of high school, Julia Holtzman awoke to find that Chris D'Elia had sent her a direct message on Instagram.
It sounds like a novel.
The 17-year-old was confused. She was not a fan of the then 36-year-old stand-up comic and was not following his page, but she saw that Chris D'Elia had a verified social media account and was intrigued. So she responded to him asking how he'd found her. Just came across. Is that bad?
Oh, no way.
He said in the November 2016 exchange, so that's what?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Less than 4 years ago?
Oh.
It was clear I was in high school. I had 16th birthday pictures and photos of me at football games on my Instagram. Holtzman, now 20, told the LA Times. I told my guy friends about it and they were like, he's famous, you have to answer. D'Elia proceeded to give Holtzman a phone number which public records linked to his name and suggest she traveled from Long Island to New York City to come see him. She never went, but saved some screenshots of their correspondence for years. This week, she shared them publicly for the first time on Twitter, where multiple young women have come forward in recent days to allege that D'Elia was sexually inappropriate to them. The avalanche of screenshots, many of which revealed the same telephone number and email address for D'Elia, began flooding Twitter on Tuesday night. Simone Rossi, another high school student who said he'd been in a virtual relationship with D'Elia, was the first to share how he allegedly asked her to make out and send him pictures of herself when she was underage.
Yeah, he uses some really weird language in his messages.
Yeah, I read into it a bit and it was like...
I didn't know he just cold messaged some high school. So he found her Instagram, obviously knew her age.
I saw somewhere someone would just do a quote from one of his jokes, not even tag him, he'd find it and message them on Twitter.
Yeah, okay.
Shit like that, like a lot of...
So we're just going to discuss this. We're not going to cast any judgments on this, guys, because it doesn't look good for him. We will say that. It looks like the emails match up and there's been a few 16, 17-year-olds coming forward. But at the same time,
good, man.
Without all the facts, we just don't want to you just can't accuse someone and say you're definitely a fucking pedo. Oh, it's not looking very good. He's
even some of his friends have come out and addressed it, and they're like,
yeah, they were crying. Brian Catlin and the other dude.
Yeah,
they're like, I hope it's not true, but why could you do it if you did? And they're crying and shit. I'm like, yo, why are you just crying if you don't think it's true?
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of where there's smoke, there's fire in these things.
But there hasn't been any sort of smoking gun of proof that he's done stuff with an underage girl. It looks to be texting and grooming. That's been...
But that's not on.
No, that's illegal. I'm saying that's not on either. I'm not saying that's on. I'm just saying in terms of... I'm just trying to clear everything up so everyone knows exactly what he's been accused of, exactly what's come out so far.
It's
one
of
those ones is like,
solicitation.
as soon as that girl dropped it, a lot of other girls around the same age started. There was only... I don't know. So, but anyway, so he was messaging them from an email account, Rocket Mail. Have you ever heard of that?
Rocket Mail?
I don't know. It's fucking weird. And this is one thing he said. He's like, send me a pic. No, hey, just send me a pic. And so she sent him a picture of a panda. And he wrote, haha, the fucking panda, dick. And she's like, they're very exotic. And then he's like, let's hang, smiley face. She's like, do you want to meet up tonight, smiley face? And Chris D'Elia allegedly wrote back, yes, can we make out? Sort of grown-ass 36-year-old writes, can we make out? Who even likes making out?
But that's what someone would say if they were a fucking creep who know that she's underage, so he doesn't want to say let's anything else. So it's quite predatory, I reckon.
I think it is
if
too.
It's true,
I think
which it seems. I just don't think people want to get the spotlight for saying something that's not true.
No.
So
what have they got to gain from
exactly?
this?
And it's like a lot of scrutiny. So normally with these things, I assume guilt, but obviously it's not confirmed. But it's not looking good.
Yeah, well, we just like to wait to see it all play out because he's done one statement about it.
What was his statement? I didn't.
So
see
his
that.
statement is, "I know I've said and done things that might have offended people during my career. I have never knowingly pursued any underage women at any point." But that's like a very loyally statement. He said knowingly there. So he's got, I didn't know, because even though she was 16,
Yeah.
I think that's below the legal age in America. I'm no fucking expert on.
He's 37 anyway. It's creepy.
Right, yeah. And then he goes, all my relationships have been legal and consensual. I've never met or exchanged any inappropriate photos of the people who have tweeted me about this. That being said, I'm really, truly sorry. I'm a dumb guy who absolutely let myself get caught up in a lifestyle. That's my fault. I own it. I've been reflecting on this for some time now. I promise I'll continue to do better. So you're saying you did nothing wrong and then you apologize in the next paragraph. That's fucking interesting.
The thing is, like, he was predatory in his style either way, even if they were of age. I think that's worth apologizing for. Because, like, there's stuff to 18-year-old and 19-year-olds that is just still creepy, even if it's not underage.
Yeah, but, like, I don't think the 19-year-old stuff should be put in the same bracket as 16, 17. Although it's
just
you can have your own
style
thoughts
of
on that,
behaviour.
but there's literally, like...
It's not that they're 18 or 19, it's the way he went about it.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
It's not the age in that sense. It's just the kind of creepiness of his vibe in the messages.
Okay.
I think that's what people are talking about.
I don't know, but it's good to separate it because one is illegal and grooming and the other one is creepy.
I
but
think everyone
a lot
knows
of 19-year-olds hook up with people in their 30s, you know what I mean? A lot of my mates did when they were 9, they hooked up with like 40-year-old women.
No, that's not the problem.
So
That's
it's
not what they're
it's-
saying.
it's
The problem
because
is
he
it's
DM'd
the
as a
messages.
celebrity.
It's the way he's saying it. Like if you read up on it and you see his messages, even to these people,
It's like
just
a
like
bit-
it's a bit predatory. The approach.
Because he pretends to like use their slang and shit, or like he's like, I'm famous, come and fuck, sort of thing. And guys, when we talk about this sort of stuff, me and Tom, we like to discuss it. You notice we don't have especially strong takes on some things because we don't really, A, have all the facts, or B, have a strong take on it. You kind of need to get a few different ranges of discussions and opinions till you get your strong take. That's what happened last week when we were talking about Summer Heights High being pulled from Netflix. I have a strong take on that now. I don't think they should have done it. I think that's fucking ridiculous. We're grown-ass adults, choose to watch it or don't. And especially if you're going to take something off because you think it's disrespectful, you got a lot of things to take off then. You know what I mean? If you're going to start taking down movies and TV shows, I think Summer Heights High cause a lot of happiness. But I can see in my strong take why Netflix did it, because they just want to make money. Companies are only woke when it's good for their bottom line.
Yeah.
But with Chris D'Elia stuff, it's looking like he's a fucking creepy piece of shit. It is. Don't you think, Tom?
Yeah, it's showing a picture right now.
Oh, and she's holding up a 16.
16 on her
and he's 36
Instagram.
when he's messaging her then.
And she's literally
Fuck
a 1
off.
and a 6 in her hand.
Fuck off.
Like, and there's dates on pictures when you upload them. You can do some basic maths.
Bro.
That is the most
fucked,
damning
man.
photo I've seen. That is bad, bro.
And-
That's not 76.
And so this is like, it's going to play out within the next week, and I really...
Be interesting to see because he's friends with so many big
So many big
podcasters
names.
as well, and they talk about stuff like this, and it'll be interesting to say how they.
That's why we're very interested to see what his friends come out and say, whether they're like, A, we knew, or B, we had no idea. C, we'll support him. B, he's fucking dead to me. What is going to happen?